Welcome back to Area DMG. I'm your host, Philip Wesley, the Mile High Mouth. And for today's episode of Suki Nihon, we are looking at episode 5 of season 3 of Steven Universe. This episode is called Hit the Diamond. Now, a lot of people saw that episode and like, oh my gosh, they're tackling on yellow diamond already, oh no! And no, it's actually... This is the episode that shows that, well, Rebecca Sugar is an old school anime fan. So most likely she grew up with stuff like Princess Nine, Revolutionary Girl Utena, Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z. Come on, seriously. This is all the anime that you used to watch. I'm waiting for the eventual Blue Seed references myself. Anyways, this episode is pretty much, I think she grew up on like what was it? Big Wind Up. Princess Nine was a huge one for this. Yeah. Pretty much what happens is there's not one Ruby, there's 5 of them. And Garnet decides, well, I'm going to split up, and become Ruby and Sapphire and try and find out what these other Rubies are doing. It turns out that the Rubies are looking for the leader of the Earth mission. Peridot automatically assumes that it's her that they're looking for, and she wants people to protect her. So, they end up challenging them to a game of baseball. No, seriously. Peridot hides in the barn, and Lapis, Sapphire, Steven, Amethyst, and Pearl face off against Ruby, and Ruby. And that's what happens in this episode. They play baseball. Actually, what happens is they play baseball, but the flirting between Sapphire and Ruby threatens to blow their cover, and eventually does. And it's amusing. The whole episode is pretty cute. It's funny. Lots of little cute character moments. For example, Pearl, her human name is Earl. Lapis is Bob, which I found to be pretty funny. Earl, Bob, Amy, Sophie for Sapphire. Amy would be Amethyst if you didn't already know. And of course, Steven. Anyways, they win the game, but Garnet blows their cover, and then the Rubies form together to form a giant Ruby, and Peridot runs out there to confront them and is like, no, don't hurt my friends. And they're all like, where is Jasper? And Peridot's all like, oh. Then Steven steps up and says, hey, Jasper's on Neptune. Because honestly, they don't know. They think Jasper's probably dead. Jasper fell into the earth and might have been crushed or cracked or who knows what. We might never find out. Or we might find out in upcoming episodes. But anyways, so all the Rubies get into their little ship and decide, okay, yeah, we're going to go to Neptune to look for Jasper. And that's kind of the end of that episode. It doesn't mean anything. It's just cute, character-based humor. A lot of flirting between Sapphire and Ruby. And that's just it. It felt like I said, Rebecca Sugar and a lot of the people who worked on this series are all old school anime fans. I mean, the fusion aspect of this series is just the fusion aspect from Dragon Ball Z. From Dragon Ball Z. Remember the fusion dances in later episodes of Dragon Ball Z? That's where Steven Universe takes that from. Oh, you want a society where everyone is the same gender? Okay. There's an episode where Pearl is teaching Connie and Steven sword fighting, and they're just taking stuff from Revolutionary Girl Utena, which has those wonderful little sword fights. With this one, near the end of the ball game, one of the Rubies throws a fireball, and then Sapphire, rather Sophie in this, goes through and does pretty much an extended version of If you've never seen Princess Nine, it's available from rightstuff.com. That's rightststuf.com because they bought the rights to that. It used to be released by ADV. I have the ADV set. It's great. There's a character. There's some batting sequences in there that Sapphire actually just kind of parodies almost to the letter. So go see that one if you're a big fan of Steven Universe. Quite frankly, there is so many anime references in here. The music's on point too, by the way. I love the chiptune music in the background of these episodes. It's just nice. This is a friendly, cute episode. Not too bad. Overall, doesn't really mean anything, and it's kind of an unconventional thing. Like they're just pretty much showing that they don't always have to fight their enemies. Sometimes they can trick their enemies into going to Neptune. And yeah, that's about what happens. I don't know. I think those rubies will be back after they figure out that Neptune's kind of terrible. Anyways, do you think they'll be back? Let me know in the comments below. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And until the next episode comes out, you are now caught up.